Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing 10 art styles challenge. Now back in my day, I remember it being 20 art styles, but that's besides the point and way too much work. Anywho, doing this challenge made me realize that I literally never draw myself, like ever, and I don't really have a full official canon or whatever outfit for my persona. I've really only shown my waist up in emotes. Although in my animated video, I show that I have a skirt for bottoms in the mispronunciation bit. But other than that, I have no idea. But for this video, I just went with leg warmers and loafers because I think that just makes the most sense and it's pretty cute. But maybe this is actually a good thing. I could make a YouTube video called making/redesigning or finding my sona, where I make my base sona and a couple other base fits like sleepwear and swimwear. I think that'd be cool, but that's neither here nor there right now. Today we're drawing myself in 10 different art styles. Again, usually when people do this style, I always see them do an OC instead, but I wanted to do myself since I'm awesome, amazing, cool, and pretty and stuff, and yeah, whatever. Anyways, here's some rules I gave myself. I must try my hardest to replicate the style, no tracing. 2, if the situation permits, I'll make creative choices that I think will go along with the art style. And 3, as long as I try my best and you could look at it and say, oh yeah, that looks like blank, then I have done good. Now on to the challenge. Starting with one of my favorite art styles and one more similar to mine, Panty and Stocking. If you're unfamiliar with the show or art style, Panty and Stocking art style is a very American cartoon inspired anime style with thick lines and pointed ends with clean curves. It's a very clean and simple art style, but hard to do if you're not paying attention to the simple things. There's not much shading, which kills me, and obviously there's not much curly or fro-like hair in the show to go off of, except for the character Brief, which inspired the shape of the way I drew my fro. If you've seen the show, you know that despite it's cute, it's actually quite vulgar, and that's why I put a little middle finger going on there in my pose. Anyways, back to the speed paint. And that's Panty and Stocking all done. That's me. Now you may be saying, Z, isn't it just Powerpuff Girls? And to that I say, no, dum-dum. This is Z, the anime version that aired on Cartoon Network Japan in 2006, where the Powerpuff Girls are instead human magic girls and are not sisters, which turned me all the way off as a kid, to which I ended up never watching it. Though I still really enjoy the art style and find it really cute, and now that I've grown older, I think I should give it a shot one of these days. And maybe when I do, I can make a video raving about how good or bad or mid it was. Anyways, since this is a 2006 anime, obviously character design wise, there's not much diversity, so figuring out what a fro would look like in this style was a challenge, not to mention it having thin line art, which is like the bane of my existence, and takes me so long. Both of those will be an ongoing challenge this video. I do really like it, and it's one of my favorites. And that was Powerpuff Girls Z. Following up with Scott Pilgrim, who is literally me. I am him. He's so male loser core, and as a nerdy teen girl, I relate to that really hard, believe it or not. Fun fact, I was Scott Pilgrim from Halloween this year. Trying to draw myself in an art style such as Scott Pilgrim, which is most recognizable by eyes and face, was tough as someone with no eyes or face. I mean, showing at least. I do have eyes, I can't see you. I had the same problem with Z and some of the rest of these styles coming up, but I managed to make it work. I ended up using a brush on Princess that helps. I'll put it on the screen for those who like to use it. Now this is based on the anime, which I don't really remember there being many black characters, so I'm not sure how to do my fro or if I should color my palms, but I did it anyways. Here's Scott Pilgrim. He's me and I am him, although Young Neil is my man, that's my guy. If you're not familiar of them by name, then you may just know their characters, which consist of cute little dessert slash pony slash punk slash Harajuku inspired characters made into cute little figures or pins or other monetizable merchandise. Anyways, the style and characters are very Harajuku Y2K kawaii style, and the art is pretty clean and simple, no shading. Now, if you really pay attention to my vids, you notice that I usually use a Tokidoki sketchbook for all my sketches recently. And you could say I just chose this so I have a nice and easy art style to do, and you'd be correct. But I have also chosen this because I just love the brand and the characters, and I own some of the figures myself. They're also a big inspo for my Sugar Girls line. Here's Tokidoki me. Now, I can't say I've been a big Sonic fan for the longest time, but ever since I watched Sonic Boom, my obsession and connection with Sonic has gotten stronger and stronger. Ever since there's been multiple other Sonic shows, games, and even movies that have come out, and I've just been loving the art and the look of the game since then. Anyways, out of all the art styles of Sonic, I thought it'd be a no-brainer to go with adventure style, even though I've been recently loving their new modern lineless art style, kind of like Splatoon. They used it for YouTube shorts and official art. Maybe next time I can come back and refine all of these self-inserts and try other styles of media and make myself some lore, because to be cringe is to be free, and I'm all for it. I had some trouble doing this one because whenever I imagine myself in Sonic, I make it more based on my more serious tone of my character having a tactical fit, and of course having psychic abilities, because that's the best in any universe. And in real life, I'm pretty good at predicting stuff. You could say I have a bit of a spidey sense myself. Anyways, I decided to just focus on my Sona and less of a Sonic LC insert. I also struggled on picking an animal. It was between rabbit, cat, and tanuki, which is a Japanese raccoon dog and also a sheep since the fro, but I ended up going with the raccoon dog. Don't say anything racist, guys. I know it's a bad look. Raccoon and I'm black. You know what, we're just gonna go with it. Here's Sonic Adventures Pro. Poppin' Music, a Japanese rhythm game that first came out in the late 90s and early 2000s for the Dreamcast and PS. Now, I've never played the games myself and only ever seen character designs and art styles all over my Pinterest, but I still wanted to add it into the queue because I love the art style. It's just so Y2K, nostalgia, funky style. If you're still unfamiliar about what I'm talking about, if you were on TikTok for a while back, you would have seen a little cat and a little rabbit dancing to that Proto Cast song, I Like to Pump It. Yeah, those two. They belong to this game, and their names are Mimi and Nyami, by the way. Anywho, for the inspo one, I kind of copied a pose from official art and just made myself. But good news this time, I had a fro to base my fro on. This cute little afro girl I saw on Pinterest standing next to this blonde girl. I'll put it on the screen for inspo. Here's me in poppin' music, even though I'm bad at rhythm games. Now, this isn't the most optimistic way to start this one, especially since Splatoon is like one of my favorite game lines out there, but I didn't really care for how this one came out. If you're a seasoned Splanatic like me, you know that Splatoon has at least like 3 main art styles, which is the colorful lineless one that's super cool and everybody loves, and the line one, which has thin lines and dynamic poses, and they usually use it for concept books or Splatfest art. And since I wanted to be different and not like other girls, I went with that one, which completely blew up in my face because of the lack of background, just ended up not matching, and it was just kind of which is fine because I can always redo it. It's just I've tried the lineless style multiple times in the past and it hasn't been that great. Here's the Squid Kid, or Octo, I'm actually not sure. Good old Cuphead. I was obsessed. I may have been a little internet kid. I remember watching people raging and Cuphead comic dubs. Anyways, since I was a little kid, I was always super indecisive, so it was hard for me to make self-inserts or LCs for media, and even now I still struggle with it because I'm still indecisive. So making this one was so hard because I didn't know what I wanted to be. Animal, food, technology, had no idea. But eventually I came up with something super funny. I ended up going with the cake roll because it's usually pink and sweet like me. And sometime around I came up with this totally funny pun of my name, possibly being cakey roll. Fro for short. Get it? Get it? Because it's cake roll and my name is Fro. Anyways, From there, I really liked what I came up with, though I struggled with the colors for a second, which you can see in the speed paint. Cuphead's art style is like really rubber horse toony old time style, which I both love in the game and in the show, which is what this design is based on. Here's the dolly face cake girl. Okay, if you're a 2000s kid like me, then you know that Kids Next Door was the absolute shit. The series was way too cool and ahead of its time. Devastated. I was absolutely devastated to post 13, which I am far past now. Gotta say, they definitely had a point. If you watch Kids Next Door, you know that all the kids are assigned with a number in their little junior agency thing. And since 5 is already taken by an MC, I went with 15, which is a favorite number of mine, because it's, well, my birthday. And also just a totally cool number. So you can see me holding a pose with a 1 and a 5, taking inspo for number 3, which is how her sweater goes in the show. And number 5 sister for my fro. I also thought I should mention that number 4 and 5 are the absolute best, the favorite, and the coolest of the main ones. Argue with the wall. Now, I think I really pulled through with the art. This is super cute. Here's number 15, ready to box, try me. Now, I know no one knows this one, but it's one of my favorite late cartoons, and it actually had a reboot on Hulu recently, which I really enjoyed. Even if you have seen the show, you may know if you haven't seen the show, you may know them from one of their famous songs, which is Yakko's country naming song. Although Wacko is my favorite. I love you too, Dot. Since originally it is a 90s cartoon, it's got similar kind of lines to Kids Next Door's in the Cuphead art style. I didn't really want to copy the Lawrence siblings bar for bar, so I kept my own palette while trying to keep the OG look. These 3 are so adorable and make such a funny show. Now that I reminded myself, I kind of want to rewatch the old and the reboot. But anyway, here's the most likely second cousin twice removed Fro Warner. I don't know, on bonus one. It looks like we have one more. Let's see here. Gacha. How did that get there? That's crazy. I don't even think I'm familiar with it. I totally never had a Gacha phase as a kid, and tons of Gacha accounts where I posted mini movies. That's so crazy. Anyways, she's so cute. I'm obsessed, and I totally don't want to make Gacha videos with her. Look how cute she is. Look how cute she turned out. She's just so small. I just want to eat her up. But anyways, I totally don't know what Gacha is. I don't even know how this got here. Bye. That was a lot of work. 10 different art styles, 10 different pieces, plus writing the script. Let's just say my fingers are tired and my throat is sore. God damn. On the bright side, I really did enjoy doing this vid and was actually shocked at my skill to recreate the art styles almost to a T. If you're planning on doing this, whether for a vid or for yourself, I recommend not tracing because it's supposed to be a challenge. 1, 2, you just might surprise yourself. Enough of the Savy advice junk. If you like this or enjoy, please comment and let me know. Perhaps you want a part 2, 10 more, or a different challenge. I don't know. Also, one thing I realized is that I never say to like or sub, so please do that, but only if you liked it. Only. Anybody else that does this and didn't like it and still wants to like and subscribe, you're getting punched in the face. I'm just kidding. Let me calm down. But really though, I enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. Have a great life. That's about it. Bye.